What's up, everybody? Welcome to Versus. It's me. I'm JWMaher, and that is over there your boy Chuck, making his return to the show. Chuck, how are you feeling today?
I am so fucking pissed off, JWMaher. I'll tell you why I'm pissed off. I don't know how many times I have to tell these fucking ITN people, or whatever the fuck you pronounce this company, if
ITN, you got it.
if you're going to make if you're going to make a mediocre shitty film, I am your go-to person. It's in my contract that I get first dibs at shitty movies. Yes, that contract is written in crayon, but my lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, says that it is binding still, even though the O's are completely backwards on every single fucking line.
Well, the real reason why Chuck is so upset is in this movie there's a character that is eerily similar to Chuck's character that he plays himself. But let's get a look at this trailer. And he maybe this character will come back in further installments. I don't know. I can't wait to go through the other two movies of the Lake Fear trilogy.
So whose cabin is this?
It's not anyone's. Tina found out about it a few months ago.
Four innocent-looking girls lost in the woods and finding a place to sleep for the night.
Hello? Stephanie? This has to be a joke. Maybe Stephanie turned off the power.
It wants to be with you in a childlike nature. It wants to be your friend. But I'm not sure it's before or after it kills you.
What?
Thing has somehow found a way to release that. Everything I've encountered so far doesn't want to stay dead.
What the fuck is that, John? What is that?
Well, let's get some of the heavy criticisms out of the way up top. Lake Fear borrows heavily from better movies. Heavily. We have the fact that it is basically the plot to The Evil Dead. It's the same plot. Like people go to a cabin in the woods and they find a tape recorder, and shit goes south.
Evil is in the blood. Written on our DNA. This thing, this cabin, has somehow found a way to release that.
It's also like weirdly borrows from Hellraiser because like whenever a girl dies, like they have like a shitty like $5 Cenobite costume. Like the one girl has a zipper on her face, and like, and then there's also like some Blair Witch shit, and like there's not an original thought in this entire movie. You know about that, Chuck?
Of course I do. They ripped off my shtick 100%. I am suing their asses off. First of all, you have a slutty blonde in this cast. My wife is a slutty blonde. They ripped off her shtick too. I was half surprised that this blonde didn't start singing about her ass too. What the fuck, John?
This movie
Like,
actually came out first, Chuck. But I see your point.
it doesn't matter. I've been around. I signed this contract long before this movie. They just took the sweet ass time getting this. How the fuck did this guy get a trilogy before me? This is bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. My lawyer is on.
So we should get that Mount Misery Road trilogy. You think?
Yeah, goddamn right. You should get that. That was a masterpiece, and we all know it.
All right. Anyhow,
Second of all, guys, really, all the you wrote the song Bodies of Wonderland. You have four Wonderlands. Well, right now I am not a Wonderland, John. I am a I'm a rage-filled cage of horny monkeys. I am so pissed off.
Well, let's get into the synopsis of this movie a little bit. So there's four girls: Tina, Kathy, Stephanie, and Jordan. And for some reason, like they're just going to the middle of the woods for the weekend to a cabin that they say is like isolated, but it has like full electricity and like everything, whatever. And right off the bat, the I guess Tina's the main character because she's the one we see first. She steals she steals a car. Like, takes the keys out of a guy's hand, gets in a car and drives away, and no one just tries to stop her. So from that point, we know what we're in for in this movie.
I mean, you used to live in Jersey. You know that even stealing a car is illegal in Jersey. So how the fuck did she not get pulled over? This film is
they never pulled them over
for me.
Yeah, Tina, the juvenile delinquent friend, Kathy, the clumsy friend, I guess, because she drops a case of beer.
You gangly, uncoordinated bitch.
Your ass could have come and helped me.
Actually, she's clumsy. You have Jordan, whose parents are religious.
Do you think I'm going off to be a whore all weekend?
No, I don't think you're going off to be a whore. I just don't like your friend Tina.
That's her character. And Stephanie is a furry.
Why are we stopping? I invited Stephanie. Great. What's wrong with Stephanie? She's a furry?
Okay, wait. What's a furry?
A furry is a human being who pretends to be an animal.
So she's not like Puerto Rican or anything like that?
No. She just wears cat ears and a cat tail.
Okay, so it has nothing to do with the fact that she probably has a full bush. Got it.
Yeah, sure. And basically, all the girls in this movie have the same outfit. It's jean shorts and a midriff top. I think the one girl top is not a midriff top, so she's different. She's like the main character. All the other girls, jean shorts, midriff top. And then there's the obligatory scene where they strip down to their underwear to cross the river. You enjoyed that, Chuck.
Yeah. How awful is this movie when I popped an absolute fucking rager of a chub and I still hated this movie? That should tell you everything you need to know about this movie.
Yeah. And then all the homages begin once they get to the cabin, because it's like there's wherever this movie does too much. There's always something going on in the background.
Maybe they stepped out and they'll be back later.
Or there's like some kind of like video spliced in that's of totally different quality from the actual film they're making, so it's like jarring to your eyes. Like, I don't know, Chuck, what did you think?
Let me tell you, JWMaher, I don't understand what was going on in this film at all. Like, one chick walks up going, I gotta pee. Is there an outhouse? Is there an outhouse?
I gotta pee. This isn't one of those outhouse situations, is it?
I think you should check outside.
And all of a sudden, 2 scenes later, they're in a bathroom. Like, guys, I get lost in my goddamn palatial mansion all the time. How the fuck did these dumb bitches get lost in a cabin, not know that there's a fucking shitter right down the hall? How the fuck did that happen?
It's a very big cabin, though. It's got like hallways and like a second floor. It's like it's a lodge, I'd say. But you're right. It's like they definitely knew there was a bathroom. But they were just so drunk. And then they go outside, and Stephanie trips and falls in the mud, and the mud like kills her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many, there's so many jokes from from my childhood and probably your childhood too. I don't know how fucking old you are or anything like that, but you know, bitch falls in mud and fucking dies because she can't, she can't, so stupid she can't even raise her goddamn head. Like what the hell?
And then the house does it's the Evil Dead plot. Like they're like when they die, they become like zombie demons, and the house is possessed, but the house wants to play. It's a childlike house that wants to play with people. But then I'm burying the lead. A guy named Remington shows up. Like you think it's just gonna be four girls. You think it's just gonna be four girls getting killed by this house. But this dude, like, is he like your cousin? He looks a lot like you. Like shows up and he gets all the cool Ryan Reynolds one-liners.
You broke the TV.
Yes, I know this guy. He is a dumber piece of shit than anyone that works in my crew. This guy can't even spell his own name without an interpreter. Like he, if you want to talk about bad Italian stereotypes, this guy moves his hands so much you might think he has Parkinson's. Like I don't know what the fuck this guy's problem is, and somehow he's in possibly 3 movies. Yeah, I don't understand this. I don't understand this at all.
Yeah, well, I believe I did some research. He comes back in the third movie. The second movie is like is set in a totally different space, but we'll talk about that next week. So yeah, I kind of like the movie. Kind of loses me at this point because like once once Remington shows up, like the girls are no longer the final girls. He's Ash. He's Ash. And like all the stuff starts happening to him, and he's like picking girls up and throwing them around, and
Oh man, that was my favorite sleeve.
I don't know. I'm sure you enjoyed that.
Are you saying ash or ass? Because it's definitely ass. It's not ash. It's ass.
It's Ass Williams. Ass Williams.
Because this movie sucks ass.
And then like all the girls get turned, and like he's by himself. He doesn't kill any of them. He barely fights them off, and the movie just ends after he's like, what? He pinned one to the wall, and I expected him to say groovy. He doesn't say groovy, but
Looks like we're about to get a lot better acquainted.
I expected him to say groovy.
Oh, did you watch the end credit scene where he goes, "Fuck you"?
Yes, the movie ends, but there's a mid-credit scene where it just comes back for him to go, and fuck you.
And even out of the light, she found a way.
Fuck you.
Wow, it's like the MCU. But honestly, there isn't much more to say, Chuck. That is all that happens in this movie.
My lawyers are looking into every aspect of this film to see if we can just sue these fuckers for everything that they're worth. This guy the fact that he looks like me mixed in with the dude from Real Big Fish just pisses me off. Absolutely. The fact that he just brings in and steals the show, that's my shtick, god damn it. You know that's what I do. That is what I do. You saw American Ripper, god damn it. That is what I do. Second of all, you have four hot bitches. No one's getting fucked. Come on, guys, come on. This is me. We're talking about. God, yeah. Let's be done with this conversation.
Let's talk about ratings. Oh, hey, Will.
Hi, what did I miss?
Chuck was here again.
Oh, fuck, really?
We're doing ratings. If you want to change your name, feel free. I'll go first. This is 1. It's derivative as fuck. It's confusing as fuck, and it sucks. I mean, there's lots of blood in it. Like, I'll say I'm not gonna say there are practical effects because they're not really practical effects. They're just kind of throwing blood haphazardly around. It's not like they try, but it's not. It's the kind of way I'd expect preteens to try. Will, what do you think?
Yeah, I also gave this a 1. look, this wasn't boring. This I can't fault it for not trying, because they definitely had ideas, and for once they attempted to actually execute these relatively well. That being said, what they tried to execute was way too much at once. I like you kept on saying that like like these characters died. The only one I remember actually dying, and I went back like and tried to like rewatch the film again to see if I remember anyone dying. The only person I remember fully fucking dying, aside from Stephanie, was Stephanie.
You don't see
And then
Stephanie die either, really. She's like
but
alive.
you technically do, because like she's like slowly choking to death essentially on like the blood coming up from the ground, and then you see, I think it's Jordan who gets like gets stabbed, but it's like I don't remember the other two like dying. All of a sudden, like they something
That's why
happens
I'm
to them. All of
saying
a sudden
it's like Evil Dead. Like they're just getting possessed by the house.
right, but I don't see them. I don't see anything happening to them.
Well, they try to
Either.
give you exposition with whenever they
No.
cut back to that tape recorder, but it's
Yeah.
not hitting. It's not hitting. Like
No, and
it's not the Evil Dead.
no, and something like if you're going to if you're going to like ape something so beloved as Evil Dead, you have to nail it 100%. And like it really feels like they decided that they wanted to make porno parodies of these instead of both The Ring and Evil Dead simultaneously. They forgot they forgot to cast people who are willing to get naked and fuck, and then they just forgot what they were doing midway through, maybe because they were just too coked up for words, and then just decided, well, we have a camera, and we're just going to keep shooting because we ran out of pages.
That's a great assessment. But hey, there's two more of these, and next week we're coming back with Lake Fear 2: The Swamp. That'll be next week here on Versus. If you made this far in the
Please tell me
video,
this takes place in Florida. Please tell me this takes place in
it
Florida.
takes place in Florida. Uh, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. Go over to the Letterboxd challenge at this website. We'd love to see you over there. And the schedule here is always the same. Sunday, when my daughter is not like loaded up with activities, she does Why Live Loves Horror. Next week, I'm shooting for maybe doing The Witches. Monday, you're watching it. It's Versus. Wednesday, a show for our friends that love THC and all kinds of stuff. Aaron Unwinds on Wednesdays. Thursday, Why We Love Horror. Friday, Why We Love Horror Trivia. Special editions whenever we feel like it. But until next time, I'm John Maher. That's Will Cohen. This has been Versus. We appreciate you stopping by.